Hey, thanks for commenting. I hope this video answers any questions that you previously had, and if any new questions stem from this video, please feel free to comment below and we'll do our best to answer them. First, I'm going to give a little rundown of what to expect at the Renaissance Fair, what you'll see. Second, I'm going to give a what to bring for you and your dog. And third, I'm going to go over some training tips for you. So let's get started. At the fair, you can expect to see lots of merchant booths selling anything from costumes to books to pewter to satchels to so much more. It's crazy. There's also food vendors in the food court, tarot card readings, some have petting zoos, mini activities like candle making, some sports like archery and axe throwing, mini shows including a whip show, comedy shows, and there are several jousts throughout the day. Generally, the activities that are included in your ticket are the ability to walk around the fair and check out all the booths, attend the mini shows, and attend the joust. Participating in any rides that the fair offers. Some do have small like swing ride kind of things. Also, any of the mini activities like the candle making and the sports, those are all an additional cost. Food is also an additional cost, and a lot of these vendors only like to take cash, so I highly recommend stopping by the bank before you go and grabbing some. They also have ATMs throughout the fair, but those lines can get long because other people are trying to get cash, so just know that before you go. And I guess that brings us into part 2 of what to bring. The fair is typically pretty big and there's lots to see, so you'll be there for several hours, so keep that in mind when you're packing your bag. I always like to make sure that I'm wearing my good walking shoes. I have my wallet with cards, cash, and ID, a water, and also make sure to bring any meds that you might need while you're there. For your dog, make sure that they wear whatever gear that they work in, along with any shoes or goggles if you choose to do that for your dog. Make sure that you have water for them, along with their water bowl and low and high value treats. And speaking of treats, that goes right in hand with training. So let's move on to some training tips. It is quite busy at the Ren Fair, so your dog should be aware of how to work in heavily crowded areas. There's also probably going to be random shouting as people get pretty excited. There's loud noises. The mini game activities can get quite noisy with, like if there's an axe that hits a board or something, people are screaming and shouting and like cheering on their friends, etc. So just be aware of that, and you might need to work on your engagement some with your dog, but this is a great training opportunity to do so. Make sure to take things slow with your dog, and if you see at any point that they need a little break, just go off to the side and chill some. At the joust, just be aware that there are other animals there. The horses are there, they're jousting, they're galloping, and you want to be courteous of them and their riders. I'm not sure exactly what the policy is. However, I believe that if your dog does start barking, you will be asked to leave the joust. So just keep that in mind, that we want to watch their body language and make sure that they are comfortable in their environment. I usually sit on the first row with Bolt, so he has room to either lay down or just stand next to me as long as he's out of the way. That is what matters to me. This is a great opportunity to work on your dog's engagement with you, using those high-value treats and rewarding them for interacting with you. If your dog needs to use the restroom at all while you're at the fair, there should be areas marked on the map that you can grab at the entrance. If it's not marked on the map, then you can just ask an employee and they'll be able to point you in the direction of where to go. When you enter the fair, it's pretty standard. They'll ask you the 2 questions. They may take your name and phone number in case they have to contact you, but otherwise, that's pretty much it when you go in. The most important thing to do throughout the day is remember to have fun. You are there to have a good time, and not only do you want to have a good time, but you want your dog who's working with you to have a good time. So remember to keep things fun, look out for each other, stay hydrated, and just enjoy your time. You're going to love it. So I cannot wait to see all of your photos and videos, and I hope you have an excellent day when you go.